Our D&D reviews, Mickey Rourke and Henry Cavill face off in the mythological world of the Immortals. Hey everybody, this is Rob.
And I'm Dave.
And like we said, we're going to be reviewing the Immortals. It's a fantasy film loosely based on Greek myths. Mickey Rourke plays the villain named Hyperion, who is searching for a bow in order to free the Titans and start a war with the gods. The hero of this movie is Theseus, played by Henry Cavill, who is captured by Hyperion when his village is attacked. They escape. He escapes with some of the other prisoners, including a virgin oracle, a thief, and a monk. And they go out and they decide to go after Hyperion. Meanwhile, the gods are ordered by Zeus not to get involved with the fight that's going on Earth, but many of them, they do it anyway. Now, I kind of had a mixed reaction to this movie. On the one hand, this movie is very good to look at, and there were some very creative camera shots, like, for example, a camera moves out of objects like bells while it's being rung, and the movie I thought was pretty well lit too. And the costumes, while they were over the top, they were pretty colorful. But I got tired of the monotone, bland acting. Everybody sounded bored. And when there were conflicts happening, like the fights, I didn't find them to be exciting. And I did not care if the main characters, succeeded with their mission or not. I mean, I just sat there. And, I just sat there and I wasn't bored, but I kind of left the movie without taking anything with me. I also found the movie to be repetitive. For example, whenever Mickey Rourke's villain gets ticked off at somebody who fails him, he always does something violent to them. And what I found funny was right before a huge battle is about to start, Theseus convinces the side that he's fighting with, not to be afraid of Hyperion and his soldiers. At first they won't listen to him, like, why should we listen to you? You're not one of those, and then after some very strong and powerful words, they start to listen to him, and then they do their cheer like they're at a football game. And the gods, I felt like they didn't add anything to the movie except, occasionally they pop up, but I felt like they didn't really have a presence with this movie, with nothing much to do. It's a good-looking movie, but I just felt like it didn't really bring anything, and, there's just not enough there for me to recommend. What did you think, Dave?
No, I disagree with you. I enjoyed this movie totally. I mean, it looked like it's really good on the big screen and all that. And
I agree.
I think the acting was pretty good.
The acting I didn't think was pretty good. Everybody's bland, and Rourke is like gruff the whole time. He sounds bored. There's a lot of things going on, and he's bored. And everybody, nobody didn't seem energetic except when Theseus is trying to rally the troops and stuff like that. Everybody just sounded bland and one note.
I really liked the acting, and I like the storyline.
There's hardly any storyline, Mickey Rourke's after something, and then Theseus, he has some background stuff, granted, I'll give you that, but then he has to go out and decides to go after Hyperion. I mean, that's not really much of a story. I didn't care about the characters. I think I was supposed to. I really wanted to root for them because, Hyperion, he's doing all this horrible stuff. He's attacking villages. He's killing a lot of people, but I didn't care. I just sat there and I'm like, I mean, it looks good. It looks good on the big screen, I'll give you that, but it just doesn't add, and nothing else added to it. There was nothing I really took away that was really memorable.
Yeah, but you also also the storyline has to do with this woman called the Oracle, too. You got to remember that.
I know, but there's not really too much about her either. She just, for the most part, she just goes along for the ride. I mean, we get some stuff about who she is and where she came from, She's from a temple, but other than that, there's nothing really there. The problem, I think, is this movie was directed by somebody that specialized in music videos, and this was a point I brought up when me and Brendan reviewed Nightmare on Elm Street 2. I don't think music video directors make very good films because, for the most part, the only one that I think that can was Mark Webb when he made 500 Days of Summer. But other than that, they know how to make a picture look good because they're given a song and they have to, make images to go with it. They're good at making the movie look good, but I don't think they're good at guiding actors. I don't think they're very good with, some other stuff that goes with features like helping tell the story. It's all about the images. It's all about the special effects. For the most part, they're not good with handling the story. They're good with the visuals, but you've got to have a good grip on how to make the story appeal to the viewers.
Yeah, I mean, you said the same thing about the movie Thor, but you said see that in theaters.
No. Well, the difference is with Thor, they at least attempted at character development. You know, we get, you know, the character development, and there was actually a story, you know, that wasn't thin, that, you know, went with it. You know, I mean, that too, like you said, that Thor also looked good on the big screen, but there was more substance to it. And plus, Kenneth Branagh, who directed that film, you know, he's background in acting, and he knows how to tell a story. This guy, I haven't seen any other films, but the guy who directed this movie, he's good at handling the visuals, but I don't think he's really good at making, you know, something to root for with the story.
I disagree. I enjoyed this, and it was like, this was like good mythology, a good mythology story in my opinion.
Okay, well, so I'm going to assume you're going with see it on this one?
Yeah, with a advisory warning, because this movie is like over the top bloody, especially when the gods come. I mean, it's like real overkill. This is definitely not something you bring kids to.
And watch out for the slow motion.
Yeah.
It's overused.
I mean, but it looks really, really good on the big screen, but see it at your own discretion, because it is like really, really violent, but it's enjoyable to watch on the big screen.
No, I think it's a waste of time. Okay, so he's saying see it in theaters, I'm saying snuff it. If Immortals has been out for a while, so if you ended up seeing the movie, go ahead and tell us what you thought of it. And thank you very much for watching.